what I had to create this video. I'm sober for right now. I just taken this like sip of wine and everything, but it's surreal to me. It's crazy. Sometimes I listen to the voices in my consciousness deeper within the gateways of the soul and the mind. I get to think that often at times, like as brutally honest as I am, as an emotional being that I am personally, and while I never apologize for who I am, I refuse to tone down. I refuse to apologize for my emotions, for the authenticity and genuine article for the person that I am, While I never apologize for it, I'm constantly re-envisioning myself, like I'm constantly reflecting inside of my head and my heart every single day of my life. And that's no bullshit. Like, nobody can ever tell me otherwise. Dare you to fucking tell me that. And you are not the judge of me, honestly. But point being that, I have to say that often at times, that's why I have to like wear my designer clothes, because it often hides the internalized pain for who and what I am. But I'm not a perfect human being. I'm constantly working towards progression, like positive progression in my life personally. And I have to say that, sometimes I listen to these voices that my brain tells me that I'm a disappointment to other people, that I don't deserve happiness, or, I don't deserve the people that I have in my life, and that I will never be accepted for who I am and what I am. And I go through these like cycles of continuous emotions, whether positive or negative or both. And it's a constant internalized like internal war within. But let's see. I try not to think of myself as a disappointment to other people. I always try to self-introspect and come to a point of realization that it's half and half. Sometimes it's my brain that's right, that's correct, while on other times it feels like it's the absolute divine truth that I am a disappointment to other people in my life. And it's not necessarily a fear of mine, but it would be a disappointment to myself to realize, to know that somehow, some way, that I'm a disappointment to other people. And all I've ever done in my life was just to try to do my best to do right by other people. Here as of late, lately I've been just fucked over by, a few people in my life who I thought I could trust. I had provided the keys to my heart, and their only interest was to play mind games, and they weren't necessarily real, authentic people. And for that, I deeply regret that in my life. And I'm constantly, just every day of my life, like I'm trying to do the best that I can and everything in my ability to be a good person, to create a better world, to influence, like I said, to inspire other people, to, share my art and my emotions with the world, and allow them to, through my inspiration, through influence derived from me, that they can go out into the world to reshape their own reality, to have that power to believe in themselves, no matter what other people say or think about you, or whatever. And you have to have the most confidence and strength, an inner divine flame within yourself, to not only believe in yourself, but to uphold the roots and foundation of your positivity and your energy, and the deliverance that you provide outwards, externally as well as internally, the positive energy, or darkness, or both. That's me personally. Like, I've always been a gray practitioner. I've always been a balance. That's why gray is my favorite color. And there are only a few people in my life who I had hurt, well, not necessarily intentionally, but there are a few people who I had hurt in my life unintentionally. And it's never, ever my intention to hurting anybody. Honestly, I can honest to God say that in the name of Jesus Christ and God above me and the universe and in the holy name, I swear to God, I mean that. I truly mean that. Like, all I'm trying to do is just like, not only just like vibing, living the best life possible. Trying to get my life together every day of my life. And all I'm trying to do is like try to make other people happy, or at the very least happier than myself. And that's always been like the self-sacrifice that I had to endure, that I had the choices and decisions that I had to make personally to making other people happy and seeing that fulfillment in the light of their eyes, regardless, And that's a characteristic and a part of my traits of imperfection, I guess, if you consider it as imperfection. It's a selflessness to sacrifice yourself, to lose yourself in such a way that to seeing other people happy is a act of selflessness in itself. It's it's a valuable, honorable act, and honestly, that's the kind of person that I am.